Good morning, children. Welcome to online classes. This is Devi from KSBB Lepakshi Biological Science, Anantapur district. Children, in the last class, we are left about nutrition, respiration, transportation topics. Today, we are discussing about excretion, the wastage disposing system. Children, first we know about introduction of excretion. Excretion. Excretion is a Latin word. Ex means out, criner means remove or shift. Introduction. All the living organisms perform metabolic activities for sustaining life, and for the same homeostasis has to be performed. Homeostasis ability to maintain constant internal environment. Okay. The removal of toxic waste metabolic products from the body is known as excretion. All plants and animals produce harmful substances during metabolic activities such as carbon dioxide, ammonia, urea, and uric acids. Organisms use different substances for metabolic activities. Different products are generated as a result of these metabolic activities. See this table, children. Life process and products. Life process: photosynthesis, glucose, oxygen, water. Respiration: carbon dioxide, water. Digestion: undigested food, amino acids and fatty acids. Some of these may be harmful for the organisms, or removed from the body, or packed or stored in the body of the organisms. Okay, children, are you understand the life process and products? Okay. Other metabolic activities generated nitrogenous waste have to be removed along with salts, excess water and several other materials. Before going to the next topic, we knowing about mind mapping of excretion. Children, all of you observe the excretion mind mapping. Okay, excretion in performing three organisms. First one, excretion in higher animals, excretion in plants, and third one, excretion in lower organisms. First one, excretion in higher animals. Excretory organs: kidneys, lungs, liver, skin, intestine. Second one, excretion in plants through secondary metabolites: alkaloids, gums, tannins, resins. And third one, lower organisms through different organs: nephridia, vacuoles, cell wall, flame cells, and Malpighian tubules. Let us know about excretion key concept. Definition of excretion: excretory materials, excretion in human being, excretory system lab activity, kidneys, external features, internal structure of kidneys. Structure of nephron, process for formation of urine, ureter, urinary bladder, urethra, elimination of urine, composition of urine, disorders regarding excretory system, uremia, ESRD, dialysis and artificial kidney, transplantation of kidneys. These are the human excretory system key concepts. Okay, children? Let me explain about the excretory system key concept one by one. First one is excretory materials. Excretory organs in human body and excretory materials generated by in this table. Okay, children, are you observe the table? Children, all of you see this table. This is excretory organs and waste product producing table. First one, intestines. Intestine excrete feces. Liver, ammonia from amino acids. Skin, water, minerals, salts. Lungs, carbon dioxide and water. Kidneys, waste product from breaking down proteins like urea, uric acids. Okay, children, are you understanding this table? Okay. Skin, liver, kidney, lungs, intestine. These are the excretory organs. All of you observe this picture. Okay. One more examples of excretory organs, mouth and eyes. Our mouth is secrete a small amount of nitrogenous waste through saliva, and eyes small amount of nitrogenous wastage through the eyes. These are the excretory organs and excretory materials in our body. Children, next our topic is explanation of excretion in human beings. Okay. A number of reactions takes place during various metabolic activities. Many useful substances and energy are produced. At the same time, many other things happen, such as toxic waste may be produced. Water content may be increased. Ionic balance in the body may be disturbed. The waste products include carbon dioxide, water, nitrogenous compounds like ammonia, urea, uric acid, bile pigments, excess salt, etc. One more important point, the most poisonous of all waste product of metabolism is ammonia. Children, our next topic is Department of Biochemistry, report on plasma or serum analysis. Let us analysis in this table. Children, all of you observe this table. Okay. Test or method, result, units, range. First one is glucose fasting. 82 milligram per deciliter, range 60 to 100. Sodium 137 millimoles per liter, 135 to 145. Potassium 4.10 millimoles per liter, 3.5 to 5.0. Next, chlorides 101 millimoles per liter, 95 to 106. Urea 29 milligrams per deciliter, 15 to 40. Creatinine 2.8 milligram per deciliter, 0.6 to 1.5 range. Okay, children, see the next table. All of you. Next table is Department of Biochemistry report on urine analysis. See this table. 24 hours proteins 90 milligram per day, 100 milligram per range. 24 hours creatinine 2.7 milligram per day, 1 to 2 range. 24 hours calcium 305 milligram per day, 200 milligram. 24 hours phosphorus 0.8 milligram per day, 1 gram. 24 hours uric amlam 800 milligram per day, 600 milligram per range. Okay, children, are you understand this table? Okay, see the next table. Electrolytes, sodium 140 millimoles per liter, 125 to 250. Potassium 50 millimoles per liter, 25 to 100. Osmolarity 180 millimoles per liter, 100 to 600. Glucose 65 milligram per deciliter, 50 to 80. Chlorides 128 millimoles per liter, 120 to 130. Urea 35 gram per day, 20 to 30. These are the Department of Biochemistry tables. Okay, children. Children, let me explain about excretion in human being. Okay. In human beings, excretion mainly occurs through a urinary or excretory system, consisting of a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Children, all of you observe carefully in this drawing. Lab activity. The external and internal features of kidney. Let me explain about the lab activity. First, aim. The study of external and internal features of kidney. Materials required. Freshly collected sheep or goat kidney or 3D model of kidney. Sharp knife and tray and jug of water. These are the materials. Next, procedure. Before coming to the class, wash the kidney thoroughly so that blood is completely drained from it. Put the kidney in the tray and observe it carefully. With the help of sharp blade, take a longitudinal section of the kidney. Children, see that observations. The shape of the kidney is reddish brown in color. On the upper side of the kidney, the adrenal gland is attached. In the lower side of the kidney, the outer portion is dark red in color and the inner side is in pale color. 3 tubes are coming out from the fissures of the kidney. All of you write down observations in your notebook, children. Okay. Our next topic is kidney structures. Okay. Kidneys in human beings, there are a pair of kidneys in the abdominal cavity attached to dorsal body wall, one on either side of the backbone. They are bean-shaped, reddish brown in color. The right kidney is placed slightly lower than the left kidney due to the presence of liver above. The size of kidneys is 10 centimeters length, 5 centimeters breadth and 4 centimeters in thickness. Okay. Each kidney is convex on the outer side and concave on the inner side. The portion of the right kidney is lower than the left kidney. The inner side of each kidney has a fissure or hilus for the enter of a renal artery, exit of a renal vein and an ureter. Renal artery brings oxygenated blood with waste products and renal vein carries deoxygenated blood. The waste products are generated in various organs of the body, are filtered and removed by the kidneys. Let me explain about the internal structure of kidney. Children, all of you draw it kidney drawing in your notebooks. Internal structure of kidneys. It shows 2 distinct regions. Dark colored outer zone is called cortex and inner zone is called medulla. Each kidney is made up of approximately more than 1 million, 1.2, 1.8 million microscopic and thin tubular functional units called nephrons or urinivorous tubules. Are you see the picture? Okay. Our next topic is structure of nephron. The structural units of kidneys are long tubules called nephrons. These are responsible for urine formation. In human kidneys, there are about more than 1 million microscopic and thin tubular functional units. Each nephron has basically 2 parts. One is Malpighian body and second one is renal tubule. Let me explain about Malpighian body. It consists of a blind cup-shaped border end of nephron called Bowman's capsule and bunch of fine blood capillaries called glomerulus. The Bowman's capsule and glomerulus together called Malpighian capsule or renal capsule. Glomerulus develop from afferent arteriole. It gives rise to an efferent arteriole. Okay. Children, all of you Observe the diagram carefully. Okay. Think why the diameter of the efferent arteriole is less than that of afferent arteriole. Okay. Let me explain. Because of the narrow outlet efferent arteriole pressure exerts in the glomerulus. It functions as a filtration unit. Bowman's capsule, which accommodates one glomerulus, is lined by a single layer of squamous epithelial cells called podocyte cells. There are fine pores between podocyte cells to allow passage of materials filtered out of glomerulus. Okay children, are you understand this topic? Okay. Structure of nephron, second part, renal tubule. Renal tubule, it has three parts. First one is proximal convoluted tubule, PCT, loop of Henle, and third one is distal convoluted tubule. This is called DCT. Okay. First one, DCT. Distal convoluted tubules open into a collecting tube from pyramids and calces which open into the pelvis. Pelvis leads into ureter. All the parts of the renal tubules are covered by a network of peritubular around tube. Capillaries formed from efferent arteriole. The peritubular capillaries join to form renal venule, which join the other venule to form finally the renal vein. Next topic is mechanisms of urine formation. Formation of urine involves four stages. First one is glomerulus filtration, second one tubular reabsorption, third one tubular secretion, and fourth one formation of hypertonic urine. First one we discuss about glomerulus filtration. Blood flows inside the glomerulus under the influences of pressure due to the narrowness of efferent arteriole. As a result, it undergoes pressure filtration or ultrafiltration. Waste molecules, nutrient molecules and water are filtered and out enter the Bowman's capsule. Second one, tubular reabsorption. Filtrate from glomerulus is also called primary urine, which almost equal to blood in chemical components except the presence of blood cells. The tubular capillaries around PCT reabsorb all the useful components of primary urine such as glucose, amino acids, vitamin C, potassium, calcium, sodium and chlorides and 75% of water. Useful substances in primary urine are reabsorbed into peritubular network. Okay children? All of you observe this drawing. This is the tubular secretion. After reabsorption in PCT design, the urine travels through the loop of Henle into the DCT. Hence some other waste like extra salts, ions of calcium, sodium, potassium and H+ ions are secreted from particular capillaries into DCT. It occurs mostly in the distal convoluted tubule, which is also surrounded by particular capillaries. This maintains a proper concentration and pH of the urine. Smaller amount of tubular secretion also take place in the area of proximal convoluted tubule. And last one is formation of hypertonic urine. 75% of water content of nephric filtrate is reabsorbed in the region of proximal convoluted tubule. 10% of water passes out of filtrate through osmosis in the area of loop of Henle. Further, concentration of urine takes place in the area of collecting tubes in the presence of hormone is called vasopressin. Which hormone, children? Vasopressin. The hormone is secreted only when concentrated urine is to be passed out. Absence of vasopressin hormone produce dilute urine. Hormone action maintains osmotic concentration of body fluids. Okay. Deficiency of vasopressin causes excessive repeated dilute urination called diabetes insipidus. What is called? Diabetes insipidus. Okay, children, are you understand? Okay, children, I will ask one question. Why more urine is produced in winter? Are you know? Okay, because we do not get sweat due to cold conditions during winter. Sweat pores are closed. Therefore, the waste and extra salts are eliminated outside in the name of urine. Children's structure of nephron is completed. Our next topic is ureters, human excretory system, second part. Okay. See this diagram. These are ureters. There are a pair of whitish narrow digestible and muscular tubes of 30 centimeters length. Each ureter arises from hilus of the kidney. It moves downward and obliquely opens into the urinary bladder. Ureters carries urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. The movement of urine in the ureters is through peristalsis. It is called peristalsis movement. Okay. Third one is urinary bladder. It is a median pear-shaped and discernible sac that occurs in the pelvic part of the abdomen. It stores urine brought by two ureters. The storage capacity of urinary bladder is 300 to 800 ml. Last one is urethra. It is a tube that takes urine from urinary bladder to outside. See this picture. The opening of urinary bladder into urethra is guarded by a ring of muscle or sphincter. Urethra is 4 cm long in females and about 20 cm long in males called vestibule. Its opening is separate in females, but it is common with the reproductive tract in males. Children's, our next topic is maturation. The urine is temporarily stored in the bladder. There are two sets of circular sphincter muscles in the bladder. When the bladder is filling up, both these sets of muscles are constricted so that exit is closed. However, as the pressure of the urine increases, the walls of the bladder are structured, and this triggers off an automatic reflex action which causes the upper sphincter to relax. But the lower sphincter is under the control of the brain. So, urine can still be retained until these muscles is relaxed too. Control of urination is not possessed by very young children but is gradually learned. Average for maturation occurs when urinary bladder is filled with 300 to 400 ml of urine. The maximum capacity of urine 700 to 800 milliliters. Total amount of urine excreted per day is about 1.6 to 1.8 liters. Its Quantity increase will larger intake of kinds of fluids like water, fruit juice, and decreases with lesser intake. Next topic, composition of urine. It is a transparent fluid produced by urinary system. Urine has amber color due to presence of urochrome. Composition of normal urine varies considerably depending on several factors. For instance, taking a protein-rich diet will result in more formation of urea in the urine. This is because of the protein get deaminated in the liver with subsequent formation of urea. Even sugar can appear in a normal person after heavy intake. Urine contains 96% of water, 2.5% of organic substances, and 1.5% of inorganic solutes. It is as acidic in the beginning but becomes alkaline on standing due to decomposition of urea to form ammonia. Okay children, are you understand? Children's next topic is ESRD. Complete and irreversible kidney failure is called end-stage renal disease. If kidneys stop working completely, our body is filled with extra water and waste product. This condition is called uremia. Our hands or feet may swell. We feel tired and weak because our body needs clean blood to function properly. Our next topic is dialysis, artificial kidney. Children, observe this picture. This is a dialysis process. Are you observed? Okay. Kidneys are vital organs for survival. Several factors like infections, injury, very high blood pressure, very high blood sugar, or restricted blood flow to kidneys. This leads to accumulation of poisonous waste in the body and leads to death. Dialysis machine is used to filter the blood. A person when both kidneys are damaged, the process is called hemodialysis. In this process, blood is taken out from the main artery, mixed with a anticoagulant such as heparin, and then pumped into the apparatus called dialyzer. In this apparatus, blood flows through canals or tubes. These tubes are embedded in the dialysing fluid. The membrane separates the blood flowing inside the tube and dialysing fluid, which has the same composition as that a plasma, except the nitrogenous waste. As nitrogenous wastes are absent in dialysing fluid, these substances from the blood moves out freely, thereby cleaning the blood of its waste. This process is called dialysis. This is similar to function of the kidneys but is different as there no reabsorption involved. The clean blood is pumped back to the body through a vein after adding anticoagulate heparin. Each dialysis session lasts for 3 to 6 hours. This method has been using for thousands of uremic or kidney failure patients all over the world. Okay children, are you understand the dialysis process topic? Okay. Our next topic, kidney transplantation. Children's, this is the kidney transplantation diagrams. All of you observed carefully these diagrams. Okay. Before going to the topic, first we know about Dr. Charles Hofnagel. The first kidney transplantation was performed between identical twins in 1954 by Dr. Charles Hofnagel, was a surgeon at Washington, USA. In India, first kidney transplantation was done on 1st December 1971 at the Christian Medical College, Vellore, Tamil Nadu. Okay. The long-term solution for kidney failure is kidney transplantation. A functioning kidney is used in transplantation from a donor, preferable a close relative. The kidney that is received by a recipient must be a good match to his body to minimize the chance of rejection of transplanted kidney by the immune system of the recipient. Modern clinical procedures have increased the success rate of such complicated techniques. Nowadays, the process of organ donation helps to a lot for kidney failure patients. Organs are collected from blinded patients. These then transplanted to the recipient. Children, are you understanding the kidney transplantation topic? Okay, I will ask some questions to related this topic. Okay. Where is the transplanted kidney fixed in the body of a kidney failure patient? Do you know? Okay. The transplanted kidney is fixed just above the urinary bladder in the body of the patient. Next question. What about the failed kidneys? This answer is due to increase in the rate of surgical, the kidney failure kidneys are not removed. Okay children, what we have learned today topics? Once again I will recall. Excretion in human beings, lab activity, internal structure of kidneys, structure of nephron, mechanisms of urine formation, ureters, urinary bladder, urethra, micturition, composition of urine, dialysis and kidney transplantation. Okay children, are you understand these topics? Okay, if you have any doubts, ask your teachers. Okay. Thank you to one and all. Stay home, stay safe, take care of your health.